if I had a bad day, if I didn't follow the meal plan, if I added chips or candy to my day, if I added something to my day, forget the meal plan, forget the food list, forget any of that, forget the processed food. Like, you know, potato chips is not gonna help you get fit. You know, candy pops is not gonna help you get fit. Ice cream, you know that if you have something truly not healthy for you, even if you're not trying to get fit, okay? You know what that is. Ice cream, donuts. If you know that you had that thing, so when I was doing it and I knew I had my red vines, that's my favorite. If I knew I had red vines, I never blamed alcohol, ever. So ever, I never blamed alcohol. It was always the candy. For me, it was the sour cream and onion potato chips, and it was Twizzlers, Tootsie Rolls, any really bad chewing candy that hurt my gums and made me feel less stressed for that 5 minutes, right? So if I knew at the end of the day that I had that thing, in my mind, I had to punish myself. And I'm being honest with you, this is how I used to feel. I had to punish myself. And my punishment for eating candy or whatever it was to work out after I ate the whatever the hell I ate. That was my punishment. I literally used to go around and say that if you chose to eat something that you shouldn't eat, you have to punish yourself by walking up the stairs, by parking far to walk to the mall or to the grocery store, or by putting on YouTube for 15 to 20 minutes and work out to burn that thing that I ate. That's what I used to say. I no longer feel that way. I no longer feel that was a nice way to feel. So that's why I didn't want to share that with you, but that is how I felt. And that all stems from my mom. You guys know I had issues with my mom. I don't hide that. And I was always punished. And so this is how I felt. I had to punish myself by exercise. I no longer feel that way. I do not coach anybody that way. I do not share this with anybody. That is just such a kind of sick and twisted thing to feel. But that's how I felt. And there's nothing wrong with having whatever it is that I had, because I'm a human being and it's life. And that's always gonna happen. That's always gonna happen. And we shouldn't punish ourselves for it. And it's sad to share this with you that I felt that word in my brain. But if you are trying to hit a goal and you are eating some stuff that you now know you shouldn't be eating, it's not a punishment, but you could do 10, 15 minutes of exercise to just burn off whatever it is you ate. Because you have to be in calorie deficit in order to lose weight, period. You have to be in calorie deficit. The only way to know if you're in calorie deficit is tracking. But if it's difficult to track, then you follow the meal plan to the T, because it's already designed to be in calorie deficit, because it's 1,500 calories. And 1,500 calories is calorie deficit for any woman. Unless you're like 120 pounds, then 1,500 calories could be too much if you're still trying to lose weight. But if you're lifting really heavy, like I know Genevieve is lifting heavy, I'm lifting heavy. If you're lifting heavy, then you burn that with the weights. And so 1,500 calories is a really good maintenance number to build muscle, because you cannot be in calorie deficit and eat 1,200 calories and build muscle. You need to eat more food, and you need to eat more protein and more carbs to lift. Like every leg day, I eat a banana with peanut butter. I had a banana with peanut butter this morning, and I had eggs, right? So I had my my carbs to lift from the banana. And I realized today, because I'm in my head, I could have lifted so much more than I lifted today. Like, I feel like I don't want to lift too heavy because I don't want to scare you, but I could have lifted heavy, I could have done more. I didn't really feel it, and then I'm thinking I need to go to the gym for leg day, but honestly, to get the hell out of this hotel and come back to all my weights. But that's what happens, you guys. You get stronger every single day. You take my classes, you get stronger and stronger and stronger. Like, I know you guys thought this was probably an amazing workout, but for me, it's crazy to tell you it was kind of weak. It's mind-blowing for me to say that. I've never in my life been this strong, ever. I've never even dreamed that that would ever happen to me, ever. And the only reason it happened is because you just keep showing up for you, because I want you to show up with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a therapy session. Right? Yes. Exactly. Thank you, Genevieve. Exactly. Exactly. Exercise is a privilege. Absolutely. It's such a privilege. If I do eat something bad, I no longer feel it's a punishment, number one. Number two, I used to hate burpees, and now they're so much fun. And so if I'm trying to do the 2-2-4 burpee challenge. It's not like it's not a required challenge. It's just for fun. If anybody wants to do it, let's do it. If it's not every day, whatever, no big deal. There's no rules, there's no nothing, okay? I just saw Somi, if you're do this workout, Somi. Somi, oh my God, I love you. Somi's been working out with me since September. Oh my God, Somi, it's been a year. Oh my God, happy anniversary. Your abs are just unbelievable. Oh my God. Somi posted her abs on Facebook this week, and just to see what her body is. She inspired me because I haven't been doing abs much lately, because it's all diet and exercise. And she's been doing the 2-4 challenge since we had it a couple of months ago. And like, just to see how she's still doing it, I'm like, oh my God, I don't really feel like I'm there right now like I was before. And so I started doing the 2-4 at night. I only did it once this week. But now it's fun, what I'm trying to say. Now for me to do that, it's fun. So you're right, it's a privilege. I'm enjoying it. I no longer feel the way I used to feel. And that's all that this is about. Eat Your Way to Fit is all about how you feel. If you do not feel good, let's fix it. If you feel good, then we don't need to change anything. It's all about up here. I started this because of how I felt in my head, and I was not happy with how I felt, and I wanted to change how I feel. That's all this is about. So when you wake up in the morning and you see yourself, how do you feel? Good? Awesome. We move on. You don't? Well, what happened? Do you know what I'm saying? That's all this is about. Right. Totally. She is kicking. Yeah, she's totally kicking butt. I'm so proud because it's crazy because I'm on this side, and I never met Somi, and I'm on this side, and you guys are, online. And so to see that she was able to do that through my program, it's just amazing. It's just a beautiful thing of how it's working. You know what I'm saying? Like when someone really does exactly what I do, and to see that she has the exact same progress, it just really makes me feel amazing that I created something that really works for people to get fit. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I created for women to be happy, for women to work out, for women who don't want to go to a gym and create home workouts, hotel workouts. It all works. You don't need to go to a gym. You don't need to do hours of cardio. Every single workout is brand new. You don't need a butt lift or surgery. You get it right here. Your butt lifts. Your arms get smaller. You know what I'm saying? It all happens naturally with chicken and dumbbells at home. Okay, that's my second speech for you for today. Thank you for coming. We'll work out tomorrow. I want to say 9 my time, whatever, 11 o'clock East. Wait, oh my God, what time is it? What time do I usually? So I'd like to say at the same time, 11 Eastern, but I will post in a group and text the other group to confirm. I just want to ask my husband, I want to make sure what time my husband is leaving. Okay? If you have any questions and you want to ask them now, please do. Otherwise, sayonara until tomorrow. Okay? Happy Friday. Have fun tonight, whatever you guys are doing. Oh, and again, for new people, just because it's a weekend does not mean you need to stop following the meal plan. You should still do your best to eat from the food list. If you want to have a treat, I totally hear you. Make sure that treat is a clean treat. Maybe it's fried rice, or it is smothered chicken, or it's a rice cake, or 2 rice cakes with peanut butter, bananas on top, or strawberries on top. Or maybe it's a protein smoothie that you pretend like it's ice cream and put a ton of ice in it and add a bunch of fruit to it. Ninja smoothie maker makes really good smoothies if you put a ton of iced frozen fruit into it. If you want to have something really bad, then just keep in mind things like nachos or my favorite, enchilada, will make you gain water weight. So weigh yourself on Monday morning just so you learn what the weekend does to your body. Because some people might gain only 1 pound, some people might gain 4 pounds, some people might gain 5. It really all depends on how much you choose to eat, right? So before I started Eat Your Way to Fit and I was not following any meal plan, I always lost weight by Friday, I always gained it back by Monday, and then I would lose it the same number by Friday, and so I stayed the same. Nothing ever changed, right? So you have to recognize that and learn that about yourself. And I learned that about myself, that if I did this, this happened, and if I did that, I gained it all back. And it just becomes like mice trap. You just keep doing the same thing. You know what I mean? So you can have, wow, from Germany. Hi, Katinka. Germany. Ooh, wow. It reminds me of when I immigrated from Russia and I was sitting on an Austria train, and all I knew was Unstein zu gewinnen, a bay. It was the next stop. Isn't it funny how someone like says something and you just go into another place of your life? So yeah, so you can have whatever you want, honestly, if you make it yourself at home. So if you can have homemade ice cream, you can have homemade cookie. As long as you make it at home, then you know what went in it, right? And you could still track your food if you want to, because it's important to you to lose weight, right? And again, I just want to remind you, this is very, very, very short term. I lost weight in 4 months the first time I did it. It's too bad I stopped because I didn't know what I know now. If I hadn't stopped, that would have been really nice. But you know what? Obviously, everything happens for a reason. I needed to stop and I needed to do this in order to create Eat Your Way to Fit, right? So I'm just being a reminder for you. That's all, and a reminder for myself. This weekend, I'm also going to try not to go off the deep end because I had a really good week. Okay, so any other questions before I turn off my phone? Because it's just me here talking. I don't want to bore you to death. Okay, I'll wait since we have a delay. And you guys, if you have any challenges with the food list or the meal plan or anything that's in my book, that because I wrote it to my standards and my feelings, but if you have any suggestions on what would be better for you, please let me know, because I'm trying to rewrite the guide right now so I can break it up into sections and create like a course, so it's not just this one big book and overwhelm people. And I also want to put it on Amazon in case anybody wants a hard copy. It'll be on Amazon, and you can buy it on Amazon, and Amazon will print it and send it to you. So if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know so I can incorporate that into the book, because the biggest challenge of creating a fitness program is to hit every single person's mind, and everyone is obviously different. That's why there's no such thing as the perfect diet, and this is why I created and named it Eat Your Way to Fit, is to teach you to create your perfect diet. Because once you create your perfect diet, even for those of you who like, I like Mexican food too, hey, message me, Tahira, if you're still here, let me know what you ate this week. I am really, really, really good at modifying food. So if you tell me what you ate and what is difficult for you to remove from your diet, let me know, and let's figure out a way to modify that thing. You know what I'm saying? Because there is a way to modify beautiful, amazing food that we all love. I love Mexican food too. I'm just as guilty. I used to have enchiladas a lot. That's my favorite thing to have. Okay? Sure, text me. So the meal plan is right now, it's 1 to 5 or 6 meals, and on there it says you should eat every 2 to 3 hours. I know you're not hungry, but you have to take yourself out of that, because when you're not hungry, you have been on the way you've been eating for so long that you just think, well, since I'm not hungry, I'm not gonna eat. But to lose weight, you have to eat small meals throughout the day, so then you're not hungry by the time nighttime comes. Like if you forget to eat because that's just your mind, you either set your phone, let your phone ding every 2 to 2.5 hours to remind you to eat. I have a reminder in my calendar at 12 o'clock. It says eat healthy, so it reminds me to eat healthy. My alarm says I'm committed to health. So the first thing I see when I wake up in the morning is my alarm going off, and the words are, I am committed to health, because I am committed to health. I can't tell you how to do it. You should know. This is exactly the lesson here. This is your lesson. I can't tell you what to do. I don't even want to tell you what to do, because it's not my way, it's your way. If I tell you what to do and then it doesn't work for you, you're going to be like, well, it didn't work for me. Of course not, because you're the only one that knows your life. I don't even know what time you wake up in the morning, right? I don't know what time you wake up in the morning. I don't know what time you go to bed. I don't know when you even cook. I don't know anything like that, right? And I'm glad I don't know, because this is why it helps you to create it your way. Yes, we can do it together, but it's so much easier when it becomes your idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all married here, right? Hey babe, I want to go furniture shopping. We can't go furniture shopping. We're buying a house right now. We're not going furniture shopping. We can't. We have to buy the house first. Let's move in, and then we'll go furniture shopping. Okay, babe. 2 days go by. hey babe, hon, do you want to go furniture shopping? Oh, really? You want to go furniture shopping? Yeah, what a great idea. And now we're going furniture shopping because it was his idea. Not. I planted the seed that I want to go furniture shopping. But he wanted it to be his idea. And now we're going furniture shopping. So this has to be your idea to fit it into your day. So that way it doesn't feel like a chore and it becomes part of your life. Just like, did I tell you what time you should brush your teeth? Or do you brush your teeth at the same time every day? Right? Do I tell you what time you should shower? Do I tell you what time you should dress your children? Do I tell you what time you should go to work? No, you do that all on your own, right? And it's easy because now it's part of your life. So you have to do the same thing with fitness. You have to fit this fitness life into your life so that way it's yours and it becomes second nature and super easy for you. Just like I know you guys are expecting me at 9 o'clock and I scheduled myself for my workout at 9 o'clock. Even when I didn't go live and I was going to the gym, I dropped off the kids at school and I went to the gym. That was my schedule. And I continued that schedule with my live workouts. I drop off the kids at school and I go and turn on my camera and I work out live. I scheduled that time for me. When I hired my coach and he gave me my meal plan, I didn't ask him, hey, what time should I have breakfast? What time should I have lunch? That's why it says meal 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's why it says you should eat 2 to 3 hours in between. It says that on there, right? So you have to figure that timeline for you. Even when you're not hungry, that's the point. I eat when I'm not hungry. I just eat because I know I have to eat for my body because of the progress I want my body to have. So you have to eat. Because if you're not doing that prior to Eat Your Way, you were probably having 1,000-calorie dinners and didn't even know it. Because you A, didn't track, B, didn't scan, C, didn't eat all day, and then had a big dinner, right? So everybody gets so overwhelmed when they get my meal plan because they're like, oh my God, I've never had this much chicken before. You probably did. You probably, if maybe you didn't have a lot of chicken, you had something else that was a lot of food. Because the only way to gain weight is overeating. That's the only way. To lose weight is calorie deficit. To gain weight is calorie surplus. You could look it up. In order to build muscle, you have to be either in for those of you who have weight to lose, you can still be in calorie deficit and put on muscle because you already have fat in your body. But for those people who don't have little fat in their body and they want to put on muscle, they would eat more food and then gain the fat and gain muscle. Make sense? Well, that's good. Yeah, your mindset has to shift to eat. And if you need more than I'm already offering, this is something else I did. I listened to podcasts on fitness. I listened to bodybuilding podcasts. I also listened to Beachbody Team podcast. Beachbody Team podcast is a bunch of Beachbody coaches who all have been very successful with Beachbody in terms of recruiting and making money, but they were also successful with their body because they were coaches and they wanted to make money. So if you find the Beachbody podcast, I listened to that because a lot of those people had whatever issues they had before they found Beachbody. They were all overweight, or they didn't have any money, or they didn't have a job, and they all shared their life stories. And when other people every single day share their life stories, it's very inspiring to hear other people's stories. Because you guys just hear my story, and then you hear the things I share. But when you're in a car, put on Beachbody Team podcast, fast forward the first 20 minutes because it's all Beachbody business, and then listen to the person who joined Beachbody and why and how they got inspired. They always share what books they read, what podcasts they listen to. Everyone who's gotten into wanting to lose weight and work on their mindset, you have to work on your mindset. And I read every night. I read anything fitness related. That's how I was able to fix my mind. I read. My coach didn't talk to me. So I had to read, and I journaled, and I wrote. Like, I put action into myself every single day. So if there's any challenges that you're facing in your mind, you gotta Google and read and YouTube and find other ways to work on your mind in order to pushing yourself forward. Because I can't do that for you, because you need to fix your mind on your own. I can't fix anyone's mind. You know, you're saying what you just need to eat, but you also have to remember that it's remembering. It's a constant struggle to remember to do that until it's no longer a struggle. Just like you teach your children to get dressed, you teach your children to put pants on, put underwear on, brush your teeth. Like, I've been telling my kids for what now, 8 years, to brush the teeth. They still haven't picked it up yet. I still have to tell them, right? You still have to tell your kids to do the same. Well, this is the same with your mind. You have to say that to yourself every single day until it becomes part of your life, just like brushing teeth. Is that the book that I showed you, Genevieve? Yeah, I think so. It's the pink one. I never finished his book, but because then I started reading my personal training book, and I need to finish reading my nutrition book. I have so much to read, but that's good. See, so you have to read to always, move forward with your progress and just keep going.